Hey everybody, this is Sheets, and we're going to be doing the tennis lineup construction video for April 28th from Madrid. So again, we're going to lock this video. We're going to post this video right at about lock. But again, I just want to give you guys just a look at the process of what went into building these lineups. Um, Unfortunately, again, I can't really reveal what I had before lock, but with any luck, number one, people who are sweating on Stake Kings can know who we have without having to pull up the lobbies, and also just give you a little insight into how we build here. So it's going to be a pretty straightforward build today. We're just going to start with the projections, and we are going to create our own custom fields in case we want to use those as our contest sim, as our contest fields for the purposes of running our contest sims. We've been doing again, we've been doing a little bit better with the lottery than the SaberSim contest fields, using our ownership. So we're going to continue to do that. And again, we just compare afterwards what was closer, my fields the the SaberSim field. So I guess I'm advising you, if you do have access to the TrueDFS projections and they happen to be up for that day. I mean, at this point, I mean, I'm just kind of using them. They're just for the lottery right now, because my ownership projections are based on the lottery. But I would still use the SaberSim ones um, for the higher buy-ins, because they do separate tweaks for the bigger buy-ins that I don't do to my ownerships. Okay, so this is the field. This is what the field would look like if we accepted our ownerships, and I guess this seems somewhat reasonable, you know. So we're going to go with this. I think this is what the field could and should look like. Maybe one thing I have noticed though is that usually the highest owned player projected ends up being even higher owned, but I don't know exactly how much to adjust for that quite yet. So we shall see. So let's just keep it the way it is, and we'll go in and build one. We already updated our projections, so let's just build. Let's build. I know we can build 5,000 lineups. Why not? It's not going to make a difference. It looks like the Bucks are getting hammered here. We need to get Halliburton back into the game so I can maybe make a run at that 555. I can't win, but at least I can get maybe into the top five, maybe get a couple of thousand. Okay, so I always like to take a look and see what the impact is of using the Sims. So right now, if we just rate by Saber score, we'd be getting like 88% Berrettini. Oops. I wonder who got that turnover. Is that McConnell or Turner? That would be a really big deal if they gave that to one or the other, because I don't have. Oh my God, they did give it to. I think they gave it to Turner. That's annoying. The good news is that okay. So Porter made a shot. So here's the problem: like all these, we need Porter and FanDuel, but we don't need Porter in DraftKings. Sorry, I'm straying. Okay, but this is what's going on in the background. All right. So as I was saying, we have Berrettini, Andriva, Diallo, all these guys you see at the top as the highest owner. Berrettini at 6,400. Wow. So I'm curious what we would do once we run the Sims. So let's do it. Run Sims. Let's see how things change. Oh, I forgot to do something. What I did was I just ran the Sims with the regular Saber Sim ownerships, but actually that's another thing that we can test. So right now we ran the Sims here and we're getting 83% Draper, 76%. See, we're getting almost no Berrettini. You see that? Running the Sims. So there's a huge delta between what we get running the Sims and what we get not running the Sims. That's 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 pretty dramatic, right? Let's change the field lineups to instead of flagship MME, let's put it to sheets. We use our fields. And as I said, we'll keep the high stakes 20 max for the breakpoint, the king of the baseline qualifier. For the rest, we will use my ownerships here. That's a 3. And boom. It's a quarter. Okay, so when we run these with mine, with my contest fields, we're getting a totally different look. We're getting 88% Karen Kachinoff. So much of this does depend on whose fields that you use, you know? So what I think is a good idea is because it's been working to using our own, we're going to use our own. What we will do is extend our min uniques here. So order with a steal. Make. So we go min uniques 2, that's fine. Go to min uniques 3. What does that do to us? That's still fine. So this is better. So this one, it crunches our ownership a little bit. We still have all this Karen catching off, but I kind of like it. So that's what we're going to be rooting for. Let's just save these to the contest. Actually, we could go autofill, and things will be a little bit different. So what autofill does is it fills these in one at a time, and it's just a little bit different. But we're still getting all this catching off. But now we're getting more of this Berrettini. So okay, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. So we'll save these, put these in. Then we'll come back and we'll take a look and see how this ended up. Find everybody who before. Okay. So let's go back into contests. And we'll see what we have here. So yeah, 64% catching off, 35% Berrettini. All that's good. And for the line painter, the single entry here. Yeah, doesn't say. We could look that up. For the break point, we're gonna have, do we have both of them? No, we're not gonna have Berrettini, we're gonna have Kachanov. So that's pretty much it. Again, very, very straightforward build, except for the fact that, I mean, hopefully you saw what a dramatic effect it can have, which fields you use as your context fields. You know, if you just went straight Saber Sim, you would have gotten completely one thing. And only when we ran our own ownerships did we get all this catching off. So we'll see what happens. That will do it. Good luck, everybody.